Laurent's here with the papers. He's starting in the US. Facebook's latest decision, this is to uphold the suspension of Donald Trump's account. It's been making headlines, hasn't it?
Well, that's right. It's the latest chapter in the big saga opposing Trump to Facebook, Twitter, and all these social media platforms. Now, as a quick reminder, Trump was suspended from Facebook and Instagram in January after the Capitol riots. And it looks like we'll be able to enjoy a few more months, at least, of peace and quiet on social networks, as the decision was just upheld by Facebook's oversight board. Now, according to the New York Times, this will hit Donald Trump where it hurts: messaging and money. The article here argues social media messaging has been at the core, really, of Donald Trump's political strategy, with his team regularly flooding these platforms with ads, for instance, spending over $1 billion on Facebook advertisement in 2020 alone, or for the 2020 re-election campaign alone. Now, the author says this ban will now further hamper Trump's ability to reach millions and, of course, his fundraising capacity as well.
So does it mean then we won't ever be seeing Donald Trump on Facebook again?
Well, according to the Washington Post, probably not, as the decision did not go far enough in this op-ed. That's what the paper is arguing. It says the board should have issued Trump with a permanent Facebook ban. Instead, it actually slammed Facebook's initial decision to indefinitely suspend Donald Trump and gave Facebook 6 months to come up with a proportionate response. That means that we could be seeing Donald Trump back on Facebook within 6 months' time. According to the author, what was needed here was a clear, unambiguous message that a hugely influential public figure such as Donald Trump cannot use Facebook to endanger public welfare.
Now, Donald Trump actually launched his own much-vaulted social platform on Tuesday, just before his Facebook ban was upheld. So what have the papers got to say about that?
Well, Stuart, it was a long-standing promise of Donald Trump, one watched very closely by his supporters, especially since his social media ban, to launch his own communications platform that would be free from censorship and so forth. And it finally came Tuesday in the form of a webpage called From the Desk of Donald J. Trump. And users were quick to point out that rather than a social media platform, this had all the makings of a glorified blog. It's essentially an online outlet, as The Verge tells us, where the only person who can actually post is Donald Trump himself, and all users can do is repost share his posts on Facebook and Twitter and so forth. This has, of course, sparked a deluge of online mockery, with internet users congratulating Donald Trump on finally discovering WordPress technology after months of research.
Yeah, I mean, it does mean, doesn't it, that nobody can interact with him, as you say there. I mean, it's not going to replace his Facebook or Twitter accounts, is it?
Well, useless as it seems, it will enable Trump to once again directly speak to his supporters, as Politico tells us that this blog may not be as useless as it seems. And so Trump will be able to communicate with his supporters directly, and his messages will be able to be shared once again on Facebook and Twitter and other platforms. So overall, the article warns us that this could actually mark the start of Trump's online comeback. But I feel that this situation is best summed up, as often, by a British tabloid, the Daily Star, which headlines on this story, picturing Trump as a creepy Jack-in-the-Box, telling us that the crazy old man is back in business after launching his own fake Twitter. It's really a headline that sparks mixed emotions. I don't really know what to feel when I look at it. I'm torn between hilarity, panic, and maybe pure terror. Just
there
awful.
you go. I'm sure you probably have one of those reactions as well.
At least.
Laurent, thanks very much. Laurent with the papers.